Hi, teams. Just want to give you an update. We got more information on the vaccine mandate rollout, and I want to make sure that you'll have it as soon as we heard it. So first, I want to thank everybody for listening to me yesterday and not panicking. Honestly, I was in a meeting and all the directors are saying that their staff just has flooded them with questions and emails and threats and all kinds of crazy stuff. And I literally have not heard from almost anybody since yesterday. So I'm hoping that that's because, I asked you not to panic. Here's how it's going to work. The dates are going to remain the same. We, as a hospital that uses Medicare, Medicaid services, have to abide by the CMS requirement, which means that there is no exception for people that want to do weekly testing. That would be companies that are falling under the OSHA requirements. Our CMS requirements supersedes OSHA. So we don't have that choice to have the weekly testing. So there are three ways that you're going to comply with the mandate. Number one is to get vaccinated. We recommend strongly that you get vaccinated. It is the evidence, the most evidence-backed way to prevent COVID and to prevent the transmission of COVID and et cetera, et cetera. You've heard all that a million times, so I'm not going to tell you anymore. So that is number one. If you're going to do that, then you need to go into our vaccination portal, which I sent the link out on the Facebook page yesterday. And you're going to submit your vaccination information if you did not get it in the hospital, or if you got it in the hospital and it just wasn't uploaded. If you need a replacement card, you can get that through your local health department. They should have a record of all the vaccinations, even if you got it at CVS or wherever. You have to upload it, the initial shot by December 5th and the completion by January 4th. So that is option number one. Option number two would be to apply for a medical exception. A medical exception could be, for example, let's say you just had COVID and you're not going to be able to get a shot before the date that you need to comply by. You would submit that with the information from the doctor, and that is done through the same website, through our vaccine compliance website. It's going to have an option to enter that. And then that will go to a panel. It's not a panel in the hospital, it's a corporate panel. And they would look at your information and decide whether they can give you a medical exception. That is option number two. Option number three is a religious exemption. So to apply for a religious exemption, you're going to go to the same website and you're going to choose religious exemption. For the medical exception, you have to submit proof of from a doctor, right? The doctor has to be the one saying that you don't meet criteria to get the shot. For a religious exception, you're going to write basically a one-sentence line stating basically that due to your religious beliefs, you have strong conviction that you opt not to get the vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccine, because of your religious beliefs. That's all you have to write, just a very quick, simple sentence. You don't need to write a long note. And then that would go to the panel. And it seems like, if you have a strong conviction against the vaccine for a religious exemption, then the panel would approve it. And that's how you would get your exception through option three. So those are the three options. Options one is get the vaccine. Option two, medical exception. Option three is the religious exemption. I don't believe that HCA is going to question, any of your religious beliefs or, strong convictions that are related to religious beliefs. You can submit whichever one of those three options that you'd like, and that would make you compliant. I really, really need you to go into the website and check to make sure that your vaccine is uploaded. They are going to start sending some reports out, so I should get some information. So if you start getting a text, a random text or a random email, that will be from the vaccine website telling you, hey, your stuff is not uploaded. You need to upload your things before December 5th. You will also get probably a text from me as soon as I start getting reports, so that we don't have anybody fall out. If you have not met the criteria of one of those three options that I just talked about by December 5th, you will not be allowed to work past December 5th, meaning you will have to be on PTO and a leave of absence. And if you don't have everything completed, so you have to have submitted your exception request by December 5th to continue to work. Doesn't need to be approved by December 5th. It needs to be submitted by December 5th. If it's submitted, as long as you don't have a denial, you can continue to work until it's either approved or denied. If now, by January 4th, you have to have a resolved exemption request. So if you're going to ask for an exemption, you need to do that soon, so that you are compliant by January 4th, because I don't know how long that's going to take, that whole process. So anyway, those are the basics of it. I'm posting this on ICU, CCU, PEDS, and PICU site, so I'm not putting anything specific about each unit, but please reach out to me if you have any questions. We're also going to put out some more education for those of you that are just on the fence about getting the vaccine, just to answer any doubts that you might have, or you know, to dispel any rumors or any kind of misinformation that has been out there for the last year and a half. So we will put out some more information for those of you that are just on the fence but really want to get the vaccine, and just reach out to me, and I'll get as many answers as I can for you. So again, if you have any questions, make sure you write them down on this post, or just ask me directly or text me, and I'll get as many of them answered as I can. All right? Have a good one.